Good morning children, welcome to EVS class. So we have completed with our block 3, isn't it children? So let's start with our block 4, which is all about insects. So we have learned about all about plants and birds, isn't it children? Yes, so today we will start with our new block, which is all about insects. Okay, so in this our first lesson is creepy crawlies. Okay, so let me show you some pictures and try to identify the pictures children. So what is this? It's a grasshopper, isn't it? Next, let's see, it's a ladybug. Yes. Next you have a honeybee. Yes. Next you have a cockroach. And next you have a spider. And next you have a lizard. Then you have a snail. And next you have a mosquito. And then you have a snake. And then you have a centipede. Okay, so all these animals, they crawl on the ground, isn't it? On the floor, on the ground, they crawl. Okay, so in this there are some insects and some animals. For example, snake and lizard are the animals. Okay, so they are different from the insects. So these all crawl on the floor. They walk on the floor, very near to the floor. So if you see lizard also have legs, but it walks very near to the floor, to the ground, very near to the ground. Okay, so we say they crawl. And if you look at these pictures children, how do you feel? You feel pleasant? No, right? You feel like unpleasant. Yes, when you see insects, when you see the crawlies, you feel very unpleasant. That's why they are called as creepy crawlies. Okay, so coming to the crawlies children, you have many creepy crawlies here and they differ in different ways. Okay, so if you see the grasshopper and the ladybug, are they in the same color? Or you can compare to any other insect here, any other crawler here. They are different colors, isn't it? There is a green color, red color, brownish, okay, some creamish colors, isn't it? So they differ in the colors. And also if you see, they differ in the sizes. So here in the picture the mosquito is looking little bigger, but if you see in the real time, the mosquito will be very small, isn't it? Whereas a snake is very big, lizard is bigger than the mosquito, isn't it? So these crawlers are different in colors, sizes, and how do they move. So if you see the snake and any other insect, any other animal here, snake and snail, they don't have legs, isn't it children? They move with the help of the body. And if you see honeybee, they fly. Mosquito, it will fly. So that they differ in how they move. Okay, and also the number of legs they have. Okay, so if you see grasshopper, you have only two this side and two that side, that is 4 legs. But if you see honeybee, they have 6 legs, isn't it children? And if you take snake and snail, they don't have any legs, and lizard have 4 legs. So number of legs are also different. So if you have to compare the creepy crawlies, you can compare in their color, in their size, in the way they move, and number of legs. Okay, so that is our first lesson. Now coming to your next lesson, which is body parts of insects. So while I'm teaching the body parts of the insects, I'm also showing you how to draw the insect body parts of an insect children. Just make sure, and again I'll show you the actual picture also. Okay, so let me show how to draw in while I'm teaching you the body parts of insects. Okay, now first is your head, which is in circle shape. Yes, then to the head, the part which is attached to it is thorax. Okay, it is called as thorax. It is attached to the head. Okay, then to that there is abdomen. Okay, so these are the main three body parts of the of an any insect. Okay children, head, thorax and abdomen. So for head you have eyes and you have antenna. Okay, so to the head you have eyes and antenna. Eyes help the insects to see what is there ahead. So how we use our eyes, in the same way the insects also use their eyes. And coming to antenna, antenna helps them to smell, to feel and to detect the sound. Okay, what is surrounding, what, like how we use our ears, our skin. Yes, in the same way the insects use the feeling and smelling through their antenna. Okay children, so this is about your head, eyes and antenna. Now coming to thorax. So to thorax you have legs. Okay, they are 6 legs, 3 is this side and 3 that side. Generally this is the body parts. Okay, so head, thorax, abdomen. And to head you have antenna and eyes. And for thorax you have legs. Along with legs you have wings. Okay, so legs and wings are attached to the thorax only. Okay, and for abdomen there will be a sting. Okay, if you see honeybee, the tail of the honeybee has a sting in it, isn't it? It is a sting. Okay, so in this way you can simply draw easily for yourself. Now let me show you the actual picture. See, look at this. Now you can see the head, antenna, eyes, and what is attached to the eye, a head, it is thorax, and then it is abdomen. So for thorax, the legs and the wings are attached. Okay children, so this is about your lesson 2. Now coming to your lesson 3, which is food for insects. What do the food does they have? What does an insect eat? Okay, so if you look at the food of the insects, it is different for different insects children. Okay, based on their mouth type. As we have learned about birds, do you remember, the beaks are different based on what they are eating. For the example, if they are eating nuts, they have a parrot beak which is curved and strong. If they are drinking the nectar from the flower, they have a straw-like beak, isn't it? In the same way, based on the food items they are eating, the structure of their mouth is different for the insects also. Now let's see what does the food eaten by different insects. So let's see, our first example is butterfly. You all know that butterfly drink the nectar from the flowers, isn't it? So butterfly have a tube-like structure, tube-like mouth, like a straw. It has its mouth like a straw. It is a tube-like mouth which can suck the nectar from the flowers. Okay, now coming to your housefly. So this housefly can eat all types of food. Why? Because the mouth of the housefly is spongy. Okay, it is spongy and it gives out a juice which makes the food softer, and when the food gets softer, the mosquito sucks the food. Okay, it sucks the food. In that way, housefly eats all types of food. Okay, now coming to your next one, which is a mosquito. So you all know mosquito. What does a mosquito have? It drinks the blood of the animals, isn't it? Humans and animals. Yes, so how do that drink the blood? It's because mosquito have a tube-like structure, okay, which is like a needle which can poke you, which can pierce the skin of the animal, and it can suck the blood. Okay, and if you see children, this mosquito and housefly are like they can carry the germs from one place to another. So they'll make us sick. So these are like harmful insects which are not directly harmful, but because they carry the germs from one place to another, they are considered to be dangerous, harmful. Okay. And then you have wasp. Okay, these also drink the nectar from the flowers. They'll eat the fruits and also small insects they can have. Okay, so these wasps have both tube like mouth and also teeth like structures. Why? Because they are drinking the nectar from the flower, isn't it? So to suck the nectar from the flower, they should have a tube like structure, as butterfly has, as a mosquito have. Yes, and also they are eating the fruits and small insects, isn't it, children? So they do have the teeth like structures also, so that they can eat two different types of food, that is liquids and the solids. Okay, now coming to your next one, which is a grasshopper. So grasshopper, the name itself is telling us it eats the grass and leaves, isn't it? So to chew the leaves, to chew the grass, leaves and grass, it should have teeth like structures, isn't it, in its mouth? So grasshopper has teeth like structure in its mouth so that it can chew and eat the grass and leaves. Okay, and there are some insects which you can see where the food is available. Okay, for example, in the kitchen you can see some cockroaches, isn't it, children? So these insects can be seen where the food is readily available. Okay, so those cockroaches live in kitchens and near the drains, and some insects are harmful and some are useful, children. Okay, yes, so how they help, like some insects will be eating the other small insects which will be which are like helpful to us. Okay, and some are harmful, like housefly and mosquitoes. They carry the germs, isn't it? They are harmful to us. Okay, so in this way the different insects have different food. Okay, and based on their food, the structure of their mouth is different. If they are eating like water, liquid like things, they have straw like mouth, tube like mouth. And if they are eating some things which are solid, like fruits, leaves, insects, they have teeth like structures. Okay, and if you see the did you know in this lesson, children, there are some insects which are not directly harming us, like they'll be damaging the wood, the furniture in our house. Like they'll be eating the food and damaging the furniture which we have, like wooden tables, wooden chairs. Yes, those wooden things they'll be eating and they'll be causing damage to our house. So what are those? Termites. So these are the termites which eat the wooden things. They eat the wood and damage our house. Okay, so this is about our lesson 3, which is food for insects. Next, coming to your lesson 4, you have insects are different. How can be they different? Here we are learning about the life cycles of insects. Okay, insects have different life cycles. Okay, most of the insects look different in their different stages. Okay, so let's first see the stages, then we will discuss what it is. Okay, so first let's see the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, if you see, children, you have eggs, and from the eggs you will get larva, that is the caterpillar we say, or larva we say. Okay, after that this larva turn into pupa by eating lots of leaves. It starts eating leaves and it starts spinning itself with a thread, and they form as pupa here in this stage. And after some time, after some days, the butterfly comes out. Okay, can you see the beautiful butterfly? So if you take each stage, the way the insect looks is different, isn't it? That's what they have said, that insects look different in different stages. When the eggs, it is round in shape. When it is caterpillar, you can see how it is, and like pupa how it is, and beautiful butterfly. Okay, they look different. Most of the insects have 4 stages, children, like and like this: eggs, larva, pupa, butterfly. Okay, you can take any insect. Most of them. I'm saying most of them, not all the insects. Okay, so when they're in larva stage, so they look different from the adult and they eat lot of food and they start spinning themselves like this and form pupa. And in this stage of pupa, they'll remain uh, in the resting period, like they'll not move, they'll not eat anything, they'll be inside the pupa only. Okay, so in that way the body of the insects completely changes. Okay, now let's see the life cycle of a honeybee. See, here also you can see the egg, larva, pupa and adult bee. In the same way again, okay, in the pupa stage, mostly in the pupa stage, the insect will not move, it will not eat anything, and it changes into a complete adult different look. Okay, in the here also, in the life cycle of bee also, you can see different ways how it looks in different stages, isn't it, children? So in this way there'll be 4 stages. Okay, but for some insects there'll be only 3 stages, like this, like grasshopper, cockroach, dragonfly. The insects like this have only 3 stages like this. Okay, the egg, nymph and the adult. So in this life cycle, in this grasshopper's life cycle, there are only 3 stages. Okay, so in this way the life cycles of insects may differ and the way they look in each stage of their life cycle will be different. Okay, now you understood about the insects, children. Now this is our vlog. So in your classwork you need to write your keywords. You know how we have written for block 1, 2 and 3, isn't it, children? In the same way you need to write the keywords in your notebook. Antenna, detect, thorax, abdomen, nectar, spongy, pierce, larva, adult and nymph. Okay, write all these keywords one time, and also homework also is the same. You have to write all these keywords for one time. That means you need to write the keywords for twice, one for classwork, one for homework. Okay, so see you in the next class, children. Bye.